Hello, thank you very much for having me with you. And thank you very much for taking this opportunity to become acquainted with our readings for this coming 18th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Our Gospel reading is from Luke chapter 12, 13 to 21. Luke has a very strong perspective on material things, and very strongly places our spiritual needs ahead of our material perspective. One's life does not consist of one's possessions. That would be certainly news to an awful lot of people. In fact, they would think that we're absolutely crazy, that what life is about is one's possession. Our possessions, their possessions in that particular case, in a certain sense, possess them, and not the other way around. Possessions, they take a lot of real care. The more we earn, the more we own, the more care we have to put in to taking care of our things. Secondly, we stand before the judgment seat. We will have to answer for how we used our material things, for our stewardship. Did we use it? Did we use them well? And did we use them for life, for all of eternity? When God the Creator created the world, in Genesis, it says on various days, He stopped and looked at what He had done and saw that it was good. In God's eyes, material things are good. Jesus Himself is the second person of the Blessed Trinity, took on a human body, took on His humanness, which includes our bodies. He worked as a carpenter to earn things that were needed by the family. He worked with things. Things are certainly seen in the divine perspective as goods, not as bad at all. They were goods made by God to be used for good means. We need to value them as God valued them. It's things we use so that we might serve our eternal salvation. We might serve ourselves eternally with them. Things, how they can dominate our lives. Television, newspapers, conversation. What people respect in this world. The new things you have. The clothes, the cars, the beautiful home. But then also other things, so to speak, that cost money. Good education, a fine library, all kinds of electronical equipment. Things have a way of taking us over, don't they? Our body and the other things surrounding it can easily rule the day. This is what the Lord is saying. This is what the Lord is speaking against. When He says, "Thus it will be for all who store up treasures for themselves, but are not rich in what matters to God." Rich in what matters to God is living our lives as possessions of God that we give daily over to the Lord. The things that we have in our lives are instruments so that we can serve the needs we have, the needs of others that are in our lives, that they have. the special needs that God might place before us in a wider vision, somewhere else in the community, in fact, somewhere else in the world. But always for the moment to serve the eternal purpose. Never to be thought of as ends in themselves, but rather as means toward eternal life. Life is to be ruled by God, and not by our bodies, and not by things. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God reward you, not only spiritually, but materially. May you be blessed in every way.